Evening all. So this evening I'm going to show you how you never have to buy basing sand ever again if you make one more purchase. I'll flip the camera around and show you. This here is a bag of ballast from my local builders merchant. You can see wicks there. It was £2.30 and it weighs about 25 kilos. Now, unless you are a monster of a hobbyist, you're never going to get through that in your lifetime. If you're generally just basing the occasional bit of terrain and bases for your army, then this is going to be brilliant. And all you need is about £5, I think. That's £5 in money, probably about $7 to $10 if you're American or other currency elsewhere. And for that, you'll need the couple of quid, couple of dollars or whatever for the bag of ballast, a couple of fine mesh strainers. So that's one size, and that's a very fine size for your fine sand. A couple of red cups, scales. You don't need scales, but I'm using them. And a couple of heavy duty bags. And what we're going to do is we're going to sift this here with these two to get 3 different grades of sand. Fine, coarse and heavy. So I'll just set that up now so I can show you. There's going to be a bit of time lapse in this where I'll try and talk over it. But we'll go from there. Cheers, guys. Right, so I've moved the rather heavy bag of ballast out of the way. And I'm going to show you from a couple of scoops in here. You can see the large rocks on top. There's going to be coarse and fine grain material in there as well. You can see, if I put it on my rather messy scales, I'm afraid, zero them out. That weighs 686 grams. I'm not sure if you can see that, but if I move the scales, you won't be able to. So I said 686 there. Now, I was looking previously to find out prices for you, and if you type in basing sand into Google, you'll see various prices ranging from £1.50 for 200 grams up to £7.99 for 600 grams. £7.99 for that, when it's £2.30 for a bag of ballast. So let's have a look. I've got my cardboard here, so it's easy to filter into one of these cups when we're done, and then we'll put the cup into the bag so I can seal it for later. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to filter out all the coarse and heavy, and we'll go through this one here. I will speed this up for you, so give me a second, I'll be back. Well, you'll see a time lapse in a second, and then I'll talk over it. There you go. That is your medium and fine gravel there. Now you can do 4 steps on this. You can go coarse, you can go super heavy, coarse. I'm not sure I'd want to use that for. There are some cool rocks in there, but you know, have a sift it around, throw it in the garden. Now you've got your fine and your coarse here. You can mix this two together, which would be really cool, to be honest with you. I'll probably have a bag of this as well shortly. But now we're going to filter out the fine and the coarse together. So you've got a bag of fine and a bag of coarse, but I will also do some coarse as well, so I'll show you that at the end. Right, let's get to sifting this one now. I'm going to do a time lapse again. Just so you can see, this is the coarse and the fine. Let's weigh this one out and see what's left over from the large. So it's 686. This is 396. So we've taken probably 200 or 300 grams away. Yeah, that's weird. Let's find out. We've taken 299 grams away. 300 grams. So there we go. It's not too bad, to be honest with you. And that's still a lot of sand in there. Right, let's do the sifting of this out time lapse again. Right, there we go. Coarse, medium, fine. All from that 686 batch. This is another sample of the coarse and fine together, which I'll keep for myself. I put the coarse ones back in the bag because I can always filter them out again. But that's just literally the coarse and the fine together. So we won't use that for the weigh here. But it's 686. So the coarse is 299, so 300 basically. Medium is 134, and the fine is 267. So if you add that all up, it probably won't make 686 because I spilt some on the side because I'm an idiot. However, for £2.30, I've got all of that, and I've still got another 24 and a bit kilos left in my bag. Well, probably not. I've probably got another 15 kilos because the wife uses it in a plant pot for drainage. So yeah, never buy basing sand again. Why would you? I'm going to put some in some plastic bags and show you close up. My little Ziploc bags. I'll show you close up to the camera, see what they look like. 1 second. Alright, there we go. So we've got the fine, which is very fine. I would use this for beach, underneath forest floor. So when you put your twigs and leaves down, put this under there as well. It will come up really nice. It molds really well. I seal all of my mold stuff with CA glue because I can get it really cheap in the pound shop, and I find it's really good. This is your coarse and your fine. Well, this is your medium and fine together. It's a nice little bag actually. You get some nice variations in it. I would use this for basing marines. Well, space marines, any models like that, orcs, all sorts. I'd use it for basing those and around small pieces of terrain such as ruins and stuff. And then of course, this I would use for sprinkling on top of fine or this. When you need a bit more detail, sometimes when I make a mould, I put a layer of this on to get a filler in. Then I put a layer of this on to get another filler in. And then I put, to fill in all the gaps inside here. And I sprinkle all this on top, just to get a little bit of fine more detail. So when you're dry brushing, you can pick up the edges. Either way, I would probably mostly use the coarse and the fine together a lot of the time. But I mean, the whole purpose of this was just to show you that for about a £5, you can never run out of sand again. £2.30 for the bag of 25 kilogram ballast. A couple of quid for 2 different size strainers. I handily bought mine in the same shop. It was my local kitchen hardware shop, and they had them both together, so I could see the size of the grit in there. I don't know the sizes of the holes. I haven't measured them, but yeah, it for about a £5 and about an hour's worth of time when you need some sand, why buy it again? Well, hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Let me know what you think. If you want to buy sand, buy it. I don't mind at all. I just want to give you a nice bit of a tip. There are lots of people out there that sell it. There are lots of people out there that do this and sell it. But I'm not one of those. So, hey, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you again soon.